Philosophy of Hinduism by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Introduction. Philosophy of Hinduism. 1. Part 2. Here is one part of the ground cleared. There remains another part to be cleared. That concerns the ascertainment of the factors concerned and the definitions of the terms I shall be using. A study of the philosophy of religion, it seems to me, involves the determination of three dimensions. I call them dimensions because they are like the unknown qualities and quantities contained as factors in a product. One must ascertain and define these dimensions of the philosophy of religion if an examination of it is to be fruitful. Of the three dimensions, religion is the first. One must therefore define what he understands by religion in order to avoid argument being directed at cross purposes. This is particularly necessary in the case of religion for the reason that there is no agreement as to its exact definition. This is no place to enter upon an elaborate consideration of this question. I will therefore content myself by stating the meaning in which I am using the word in the discussion which follows. I am using the word religion to mean theology. This will perhaps be insufficient for the purposes of definition, for there are different kinds of theologies and I must particularize which one I mean. Historically, there have been two theologies spoken of from ancient times: mythical theology and civil theology. The Greeks who distinguished them gave each a definite content. By mythical theology, they meant the tales of gods and their doings told in or implied by current imaginative literature. Civil theology, according to them, consisted of the knowledge of the various feasts and fasts of the state calendar and the ritual appropriate to them. I am not using the word theology in either of these two senses of the word. I mean by theology natural theology, which is the doctrine of God and the divine as an integral part of the theory of nature. As traditionally understood, there are three theses on which natural theology propounds. One, that God exists and is the author of what we call nature or universe. Two, that God controls all the events which make nature. And three, God exercises a government over mankind in accordance with his sovereign moral law. I am aware there is another class of theology known as revealed theology, spontaneous self disclosure of divine reality, which may be distinguished from natural theology. But this distinction does not really matter, for as long as we have pointed out that a revelation may either leave the results won by natural theology standing without modifications, merely supplementing them by further knowledge not attainable by unassisted human effort, or it may transform natural theology in such a way that all the truths of natural theology would acquire richer and deeper meaning when seen in the light of a true revelation. But the view that a genuine natural theology and genuine revelation theology might stand in real contradiction may be safely excluded as not being possible. Taking the three theses of theology, namely the existence of God, God's providential government of the universe, and God's moral government of mankind, I take religion to mean the propounding of an ideal scheme of divine governance, the aim and object of which is to make the social order in which men live a moral order. This is what I understand by religion, and this is the sense in which I shall be using the term religion in this discussion. The end.